Instant. I have to say I'm not a big fan. I think it convolutes the process. You know, it interrupts you as you're trying to actually do something. Yeah, it might distract you into going somewhere in your search that you didn't plan on going, which may be good for Google. They get an extra, whatever, energy out of you with a click. But as a user, it just annoys me that it's, you know, throwing up recommendations that are totally irrelevant to what I'm trying to do. And what I loved about Google was that it was clean before. You know, Yahoo and the others, you get a lot of mess. Now they're making it, to me, messier. So I'm not a fan.
Well, I think the problem is you start to get advertisers who go, well, why aren't I in that instant snapshot? And then Google says, well, you know, it's all organic, it's based on past searches, it's based on frequency and all that. I think where we get to see the next best part of what Google does is when they start using all of your searches and putting that into the search results. So it's kind of like artificial intelligence of sort of guessing where you want to go next. And it's doing that with Google Instant on a very sort of micro level, but when it starts to expand and really take all of your social network content and throw back and everything else you've done online into the picture, it starts to be much more expansive. So I think Google wants to take small steps in their UI design and their feature rollout pending, especially when it comes to their big search iGoogle window. But I think it's a nice sort of small step. It's been applauded by many. To me, it's a small step.
My take on it is that it's kind of confusing a little bit, because by the time you finish your query, it's already displaying a whole bunch of things. Maybe it will take a bit to get used to, but so far it's kind of bugging me personally.
Some people believe it's going to kill SEO. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think it helps a handful of lucky big brands who didn't really need the help. Beyond that, you're still going to have to figure out how to get found. But I think the bigger issue is not what Google does. That's twiddling at the margins. I think that really the challenge we have right now is we are having an epochal shift from a search-based universe to a social-based universe. The fact that there are 500 million people on Facebook and Google can't see what they're doing says to me, and people spend far more time on Facebook than Google, says that we're in the middle of a shift to a new world. So Google can't search that stuff, yet people are, you know, liking brands, and they're preferring movies, and they're going to events, and they're doing all kinds of stuff, and they're checking in at places, and they're doing a lot of interesting things, playing games, etc., etc., etc. There's much deeper, richer portrait of who they are and what they care about, who their family members are. All that's going on in this giant walled garden that Google can't see. That's a much bigger deal to me than what Google does with finding who's the first letter that somebody types in.